Hey guys, welcome back. Just before lockdown, I spoke to the distributor of the gun that we're looking at this week, and they agreed to send me one. And then, and then lockdown. However, finally it's here, and much anticipated, judging by the reaction to the photo I posted on Instagram the other day. So this week we're taking a look at the Yildiz Pro Sporter, straight copy of a Pattison MX-12. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to compare it to a gun that costs 10 times what this costs. I don't think that's useful. I don't think anybody who's looking at a Pattison is suddenly going to go, oh yeah, I'll not bother spending 14 grand or 12 grand on a gun. I'll just get that one for 1,600 quid. I think if you're looking at one of these, you're probably looking at it as either a hack or as your first gun or second gun as a clay shooter or even a game shooter, and it's in competition with guns from Browning and Beretta, i.e. 686 and 525, and that's where I'm looking, is how does this gun stack up against those. The gun I've got is a 32-inch adjustable grade 4. It's available in other grades, other lengths and other configurations. This is a sporter. There's also game, there's 28, I think, right the way through to 32, and different grades. The basic grade is about 1,600 quid. This one with grade 4, the heady heights of 1,800 pounds. And it's a fantastic bit of wood for that money. It really is. This is lovely. It could be better finished. I mean, the grain isn't filled almost at all. However, with something this pretty, it would be worth sending it away to get a London finish on, and it would look absolutely stunning. So, let's do the technical bits first. Talk about the early bits, and then I'll give you my shooting impressions. As I said, 32-inch, 18.6 board, 3-inch chamber. Multi-choke. It comes in the green and red velvet case with some flush and extended chokes, although the extended chokes are at the tighter end of the spectrum. We've got ventilated mid and top rib. The rib stays are tessellated 45 degrees, that basically straight copy of the gun on which it's based. Red front bead. The checkering on the rib is quite sharp and well done. Coming back to the fore end, it's a sort of a rounded English sporter style. Laser cut and nicely done. There's no sharp edges, there's no like snaggy bits. As I said, the grain is okay. Like I said, it would benefit from a better finish. And there are definitely some areas where the wood to metal fit is merely okay. There are some wobbly bits, but the metal to metal finish and the general quality of machining appears to be fantastic. The quality of the finish on the barrels is just okay. Back here at the chamber end, it looks great, nice and shiny. The bluing looks good, but out here it looks a little bit ropey. And on the mid rib, whatever's on it, it only seems to sort of go half depth down into the rib stays. So it might be something to keep an eye on for corrosion in future. Don't know if that's just a foible of this particular gun, but it's something I noticed. The wood is, as I said, lovely. The action is a more or less straight copy of an MX-12. The decoration just says Yildiz Pro on it. We've got a little bit of bordering in tessellated to match the rib stays. Trigger is an inertia unit, again straight copy. I've had the wood off to have a look, and it looks fine inside. The quality looks good, better than I was expecting. The trigger is, however, a weak point. It's creepy and a little bit rough. I think it's something that could benefit from some TLC from a gunsmith, and it's something that it's important to me anyway. But to be honest, it's not a million miles away from other guns in this price bracket, so I can't really complain. Top levers, as you would expect. Safety and barrel selector works as you would think. The stock itself is a 14 and 5/8 length of pull with a 3/4 inch pad, adjustable comb with the usual adjustment. The palm swell on this pistol grip is nice. It fits me quite well, and generally speaking, it comes nicely to the shoulder and moves very much like an MX-8. Okay, it handles like an MX-8 in that it's a little bit quick and very easy to move around. It shoots nice. Generally, I like it. Generally, I have enjoyed it. It is a bit punchier than you would expect. And I don't know if maybe you could fettle that with a different recoil pad, but I definitely found it a little bit punchier than I'm used to. But that and the trigger, and maybe the barrel finish being a bit shallow, are the only negatives I could think of, to be brutally honest. It shoots really nice. I've enjoyed shooting it. I've given it a good bit of exercise in the last few weeks that I've had it. and it's great. I can't really point any fingers at it. I would certainly consider one of these as a hack. Obviously I don't get my Pattison wet and I don't take it game shooting. If I wanted a hack, I'd definitely think about one of these because it moves and handles very much like what I'm used to. Probably go for maybe a 30-inch with a game rib, but yeah, interesting. As a contender for your money in that sort of newbie stroke sort of first or second gun against 686 and 525, that's a harder question. It does shoot nice. It is a nice looking gun. I mean, it's definitely pretty. Look at that wood for what you're spending. You're not going to find that on a Beretta for the same money. However, what's it going to be worth in 3 to 5 years? What I've always said with Beretta and Browning is it's absolutely safe as houses money. If you spend 1,100 quid on a used 686, in 5 years' time, it's still worth 1,100 quid. In 10 years' time, give it to your kids, whatever, buy another one. They are safe money. We don't know yet, because of the age of these things, they're less than 3 years old, how they're going to fare in the market and how they're going to fare in terms of reliability. Looking at it, it looks fine. I can't see any reasons why there would be any mechanical issues, but of course, you never know. The 692, case in point. Yeah. Be aware and have your eyes wide open. I think when you walk into this transaction, if you know what you're getting into, you know it's Turkish gun, you know that the future value is an unknown, that's fine. But don't be surprised by what happens, whatever that may be. You may find that they hold a value fantastic and that Yildiz start to become a more mainstream manufacturer, which I think is possible. Or you may find that they start to develop problems and suddenly the value dips. You've got to be aware of that. I don't know, none of us can predict. All I can tell you is looking at it, I can't see any reasons why you would have any problems other than, like I said, just be aware of that, the mid-rib. But again, if you look after it and keep it clean, no reason why you'd have any problems, same as any gun. Same as any gun. All right, guys, I hope that has been useful and I hope you've enjoyed watching. I've enjoyed shooting it and I enjoy making these and I hope you enjoy enough to subscribe. It is the way that you can really let YouTube know how popular the channel is. Most of my watchers aren't subscribers and I'd be very grateful if you could. Obviously also look me up on Instagram at LloydP and of course our podcast, which is Going Great Guns, The Broken Gun, available on, well, anywhere you want to find podcasts. The channel is as ever supported by Bywell Shooting Ground, Hull Cartridge and Macwet Gloves. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do leave a comment below. Give me a like if you've enjoyed the video and let me know what you think. Have you got one? Have you taken the plunge and picked one of these up and what do you think? I'd be interested perhaps to have a conversation with some of you in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you next time, guys. Take care.